the AfterStory. Welcome to the AfterStory podcast, exclusive to our Patreon. I do believe this is another episode we're gonna drop for everybody, just because we're talking about something that's kind of relevant to society nowadays. But welcome, and if we do drop it to everybody, welcome. Thank you all so much for listening to our Mic Check Waifu podcast proper, and thanks everybody that listened to the AfterStory last week. That episode got a lot of great reception and got a lot of listens too, so we appreciate that. We hope you guys liked it. It was a lot of fun with Legal Overdose, but now it's just me and Telle again, and we're gonna discuss some world views on a few things. I mean, obviously, we want to thank our Patreon supporters for supporting us and getting access to the AfterStory. If you're not a Patreon supporter, go on over to patreon.com/MicCheckWaifu and check out the Patreon to see the cool rewards you get. You get access to all of the backlog AfterStory episodes. A lot of those episodes are more revealing of who me and Telle are as people. So if you wanted to get to know us just a little bit better, check that out. Patreon.com/MicCheckWaifu, obviously. But today we're here to record the AfterStory. So I guess we're going to start off with the topic of literally
everything.
Yeah. The week and where it just literally shut down the world. And that's obviously COVID-19 or the coronavirus. So for me, this affects me directly because of where I work. OK, so for those of you who don't know me and what I do, and Telle as well, actually. But
I had no customers today.
Well, the opposite for me, because I work for a retailer, obviously one of the largest in the world, which is Target. Target specializes in, multi-purpose goods. So for me, my store has been extremely busy. I mean, extremely busy. I posted pictures on Twitter of literally zero toilet tissue. And we literally had 3 aisles of toilet tissue plus our entire, what was our portrait studio now turned into a storage area for just tissue because we just had so much stock of it. And literally 4 days ago, it was all just gone in one day. So this affects me directly because I do asset protection. I make sure the store is safe as far as we call them guests. As far as guests is concerned, when they come into the store to shop, make sure ain't nobody stabbing each other or stuff like that, or stealing. Obviously, any crazy
acting
riots.
wild in general.
Yeah, anybody acting wild. So my job is to take control of that as an asset protection team leader. And man, it's been tough on me, man. This completely threw off my entire work schedule because our sales for this particular week last year, we only did 67,000 that day. Yesterday we did $142,000 in one day.
Probably in paper towels and toilet paper alone.
Exactly. You come to my store, there's no toilet paper, there's no paper towel, there's no hand sanitizer, there's no Clorox wipes, there's no bleach, there's no cleaning supply. It's literally empty, and it looks like The Walking Dead in my store. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
Man, it's nuts, man. It's affecting me hard with my work schedule. For instance, one more thing. Literally tomorrow, yesterday, today, I'm sorry, today is what, Thursday?
Friday.
Okay, so today's Friday. I was
his work schedule is off.
All jacked up. I was on the conference call with my boss today, and they were one thing that they asked us to do is tomorrow to come in early for work. So instead of going in at 11, doing a mid shift like I always do on a Saturday because it's busy during that mid time, I got to come in at 7:30 just to control the lines of people waiting outside because we have a truck tomorrow morning. So which means that people are going to line up at the door early in the morning just to come buy toilet tissue. And this morning they were literally sprinting and pushing each other just to get paper towels. I wasn't there obviously because I had a mid shift today, but it's nuts that I have to literally change my work schedule a day before my actual day, which is unheard of in Target because we do things 2 weeks in advance. Yeah. So it's just literally changing my whole life around.
Yeah. So for me, it's kind of been the exact opposite. Obviously, I'm working at Best Buy, and no one wants to buy technology right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of not buying anything, right? And a lot of our customers are very already prepped for the world's end. They think hurricane comes every year. They come buy every portable charger we have, every radio, hand crank radio, They got all these battery backups and generators and stuff like that. Like our customers are already built for that, right? And we go into, you check out the stores right now and all the paper towels and stuff are still perfectly stocked, but they're buying like all of the food.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Same.
So all the food is basically like getting bought up. I don't drink very much, but I'll go to the liquor store to pick up some vodka for Monique, right? And everybody, and they like, mom is at the liquor store buying liquor. I'm just like, is this the end of the world, like sales day? Like, is this what it is?
Right.
So like the coronavirus hasn't really been like, it hasn't like destroyed our life or anything yet. Yeah. But it's coming down crazy. And like, I filled up my gas tank for $20 today.
Damn.
Less than $20, bro. It was less. It was like $18.90.
Oof, isn't that lovely?
I'm just like, yo, this is like dope. And like when the gas price is that low, something going on.
Yep.
But it's really been crazy. I'm kind of okay. They sent out a email to all the Best Buy employees letting us know to wipe down the service centers.
Yep.
After every customer, basically. Don't matter what it is. Every single customer, wipe it down after them. We don't have to touch customers or anything like that. Like we shouldn't be touching customers in the first place, but like hands off as much as possible. Like I had one customer shake my hand and I'm like, look, no disrespect. I'll shake your hand. But as soon as he shook my hand, I turned over. We got a little hand sanitizer thing right there.
So this, I mean, it's the same. Target's doing it so different though, because they gave allotted hours to every store. Saber, please. My dog is playing with his tongue back. I'm sorry. They gave allotted hours to stores to have people just literally clean the entire day. It's only one person's job to clean the entire store every day. So everything that could be touched, they go around and they wipe it down. It's just one team member. They're not doing anything else in the entire store. They're not front facing. They're not ringing up people. They're not running up drive out. They're not running out drive up orders. They're not, stocking shelves. Their one job is to carry around this cart full of disinfectant stuff and disinfect the entire store. It's insane. Yeah. It's crazy though, because, okay, let's get into the weeds of it. If you don't know what the coronavirus is, it's a strand of the flu, basically. A strand of the flu that's extremely contagious. And it can be within somebody's body within 2 weeks before you even have any real symptoms of even being sick. So it's the problem with this particular virus is that it's not gonna like kill everybody. It's just extremely contagious to everybody. So for example, like they say that there's kids there's 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids that can have it, and they just have it and you don't even know it. They don't ever get symptoms of showing that they're sick, but they can take that and they can pass it on to, parents, and parents can pass it on to their grandparents. And if you have any underlying health issues or if you're older and your immune system isn't as strong as it used to be, or you're obviously a baby, then you're prone to, death because of the symptoms that it causes. The symptoms are listed as a fever, a cough, and a shortness of breath. But not only that, sore throat. But not only that, it can like literally take your breath away to like suffocate you essentially, which is crazy. It's crazy.
Now, speaking on like who's at high risk, the most high risk people are elderly or older people. There's only been like, I think, one reported death of someone being 4 or under dying from it. And they were like in China. You have no idea if that child could have been malnourished or what's going on. But they're like the young are almost like beating it in most cases, unless you have like what Tajay said, Polo said, underlying health issues. Right. If you have underlying health issues, then obviously, I mean, your goal is to isolate and stay away from as many people as possible, even if like they're your loved ones. I've already said, if I come down sick, I won't be at home, period. Like, I'm going to be at a hospital somewhere. Like, hey, look, I have to chill. Right. Like, I got to do this because I'm not bringing that home to my kids.
Yeah. Man, I've been doing a lot of reading and like listening to like other like actual professionals talk about this who actually know what they're talking about. Me and Telle, obviously, as you guys know, we're anime podcast hosts. I'm a streamer. He's also streaming and doing YouTube videos and stuff. We don't really know shit about viruses, but I mean, looking it up, we wanted to bring some knowledge to you guys' attention. Like, for instance, I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. For those of you who listen to Joe Rogan, he always have all kinds of scientists and crazy people on his podcast that just know way more than even he does. So he has them on there. He had a virus specialist, a virus investigator on there. And he was just saying, he was like, listen, it's not a matter of if you're going to get it. It's a matter of when. Like, it's almost inevitable that probably most people in America is going to get this virus. Now,
everyone's had it at some point too. Not the same version of it, but everyone's had it's essentially like, what is it, like SARS or something? What it is?
No, well, SARS is another form of a flu too, but it's just a flu essentially. But like I said, this version is extremely like potent when it comes to like its contagion. But like he said like the masks don't help. Okay, washing your hands and just keeping away from your face is always a good thing to do anyway. But he said it's literally airborne. It's just airborne. Breathing in the same air as somebody that has it, more than likely you will get it. And that's the reason why it's so bad. That's the reason why it's drawing so much attention, because it's not just, somebody cough on a doorknob and they touch your doorknob and then you touch that doorknob and you touch your eyes. Yes, that is obviously a way to get sick. The germs do carry that way, but it's mostly airborne. Breathing in the same air, and that's why it's spreading so fast. But like, it's also not cause for panic, because again, 2% of the people who's gotten this out of
it's like 138,000.
145,000 of the people who has this, only 2% has died. So there's no reason to panic. You don't have to worry about like Target's closing, because I have the confirmation from literally the CEO of Target saying, hey, we're not going to close. Like they partner with the government. The government said, hey, listen, people is going to need stuff. So all the people that's running out, buying all the toilet paper, buying all the hand sanitizer, like don't fight over the stuff. Don't rush out. Don't panic. Like, the stores are going to stay open. It's not going to be like a China situation to where they shut down the entire country. They're just, shutting down schools. They're shutting down events like sports. Like, there's no sports at all in the world. Like, how wild is that?
I mean, it makes sense. You got 15, 20,000 people gathering.
Yeah.
Even if it's one person who had it that day.
Yep.
After you leave,
there's 50 more people that has it, and then 50 more people get it. Like,
if not more, Yeah. One of the crazier things about this is, like I said, in Ohio, we know there's a couple of confirmed cases.
Oh yeah.
We know that, like, for instance, they're shutting down schools. My sister-in-law, her high school is closed after spring break for 3 weeks.
Yep.
My mom does community outreach in Cleveland. All of her events are shut down until the end of April, like April 31st or something like that. And, she's telling me, they don't know when they're officially going to be able to go out and actually do things. So there are actually events that they're still holding, though, in Cleveland, that are actually like serving food for those who rely on like what those daily things may have been normally to like get food. So if you are my Facebook friend, or if you are a listener to like the podcast, follow me on Facebook or be my friend on Facebook. And if you live in Cleveland, there are places that, you'll see on my page that are actually supporting those who may be harmed by like what kind of, like, we're not really shutting down, but a partial shutdown of like basically anything that will too large or too social. Like, any event over 100 people is instantly shut down, basically.
Right. Like office work and, stuff of that nature. Man, I kind of was disappointed when the Target CEO said that, though. I'm like, God damn it. Because, I mean, for us, like, literally, if anybody has, the one thing I love about Target is they care about their team members. Like, if one person in Target gets it and they have to be quarantined, you don't have to use vacation days. You don't have to use sick pay. They pay you for 14 days straight up. Like, you're getting your 100% pay of whatever your average hours are. You're going to get that pay regardless. So like, you're not losing anything. I mean, and it's obviously because it's retail, and these dudes, they don't close for shit. Like, Target is not closing unless it's Easter or Christmas Day. Like, that's it. So it's good to see that they're actually taking care of their people, though, and like doing stuff like giving hours and stuff like that. If you guys haven't heard, though, the CEO of Walmart also made an announcement that they're going to put up testing centers in the parking lots of Walmart, so you can drive up, get tests done there. Now, I'm not sure when that's going to be available. No, the cost is actually free.
Let's go, yeah. Walmart. Oh my!
So goodness. It's not even Walmart. The CDC is required to give it for free now. That all this, it was crazy. There's this entire video. Man, I went down a rabbit hole doing this, dude. So there's a video of the governor, I believe, of California talking to the CDC, and she basically convinced the CDC that we're going to commit to giving free tests. Even if you need isolation, we're going to hold you for free instead of you having to pay. I think she said the average was about $1,300 that you will have to pay.
Yeah, and some were like $3,000.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to waive all of that stuff if it's the corona. So that's good. I mean, but the best thing for them to do is to literally just keep people away from people for right now until better plans come into place. So
yeah, sad to say, but you people who like to stay home and be alone, it's your time.
It's your time to shine.
You out here, you winning.
Straight up. So people who need to binge a bunch of anime, listen, episode 21 of Mic Check Waifu is an entire episode of pure recommendations. So go check that out. A long list of different genre we recommend, different anime and different genre. Check that episode out. That's a good episode. It's one of my favorite episodes too. So I just figured I'd throw that little plug in there.
So can I say something that's kind of funny?
For sure.
Not funny.
Yeah.
Have you ever played the game Plague Inc?
Oh yeah, I got it on my phone right now. I had it on my phone ever since I had an iPhone back in the day.
I had this on my phone since before I got an iPhone, back like before I even left Cleveland, right? I was playing this game.
Play it, I think.
It used to go hard, bro. And if you look at it, it had a resurgence, right? Like if you type in the name of the game in the news, it literally has a resurgence, and people are naming their stuff the coronavirus, trying to do a pandemic, trying to see how they can spread it, right?
Jeez.
And I'm just like, it's kind of sadistic and
very
like a masochist kind of thing, but it's also like, could you imagine how it's calming people down?
Facts. Yeah.
Because like, if you've ever played that game on the hardest difficulty, like it's basically kind of like how it's set up right now, where like instantly you put it in a country, they find out where it is, it spreads to like all these other countries, and then boom, it's shut down. Like that shit goes nowhere, bro. It could be the most contagious thing you ever made. They shut that shit down. The cure is made in like 3 months, and then be like, oh, yep, you're cured. You might have infected 7 billion people, but 6.9 billion people got healed. So like, cured, and it's just like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, because I enjoy the game, but
it's always been a good game, but like it's
ridiculous. Like it's kind of crazy. I'm glad that people can still find like some fun in this, but it's also like this just shows the state of the world. So we take it serious, but we don't take it serious enough.
Facts. Because I'm gonna get a little more I guess my personal thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's bad. It's not good. So don't take what I'm saying as me saying it's nothing. I know how important it is. I see it at my job and how people act. But something tells me people are overreacting just a little bit. The reason why I say that is because look at like you mentioned earlier, SARS or the bird flu or swine flu, all these different strands of flus that we had over the years with literally, I even looked this up, almost the exact same rate of like deaths. I think swine flu was like 3% fatality rate. Like it's with just amount of maybe it wasn't as many cases, but I don't remember the exact stats on that, so don't quote me on that. But I know it took 3% of the people that it infected. So like this happened multiple times before. The problem is, and sorry if you're a fan of this guy, but when you have, the commander in chief we have right now, and then social media being as big as it is, it turned this thing into something way bigger than it even could have been.
But like,
but I don't know.
Let's even say like the biggest thing with our commander in chief, what he did is the way he addressed the country with it. That was the most harmful part, was because essentially it not only did it hurt the U.S. in its entirety, we closed our ports to Europe, basically, right?
Destroyed the market.
Destroyed the market. So all of the people who are heavily invested in stocks and whatnot, that plummeted. And then it just incited more panic and more like overall like fear. So now you have all these people who are upset and in fear. Like gas prices are great, but like the fact that you can buy a tank of gas for less than what a tank of gas normally, or for the actual tank itself, that is like not good for the United States of America. Man. It's not good for any part of the world. And if you think about it, like there's going to be huge repercussions for this. Like
they said,
how do we bounce back for that?
They said,
how do we one day go like one day we were doing, our economy was okay, and the next day we're in a recession.
Right. They said that the testing for this particular virus could have been over here the moment Wuhan had it available. Right. The moment that China had the testing available, it could have been in America. But because the commander in chief, he's kind of focused on re-election right now. He wanted to downplay this virus. Every piece of, right-wing news outlet decided to just take this particular virus and spin it in a way where it's not that bad, or don't worry about it getting over here because China's court, you know what I'm saying? Like not understanding like the way it's spread and stuff like that. Don't worry about it coming over here. We'll be fine. They ran that whole route. And then when it happened is when everything starts to like kind of go to shit. And even still for the longest, the commander in chief was saying, hey, it's not that bad. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else around him like, no, hey, let's worry about this a little bit. Let's get, people who's having symptoms in hospitals. And it's just, he was doing everything to make sure he held face for, the upcoming election this year. So that hurt us probably anything else. The trade shit. Yeah. Wall Street was going to crash regardless of him saying that dumb shit he said. That was to be expected. He just
made it happen a little bit faster.
Exactly. He just made it happen like almost overnight, literally overnight. And like,
it was going down while he was talking. Like I was watching it just like, but it wasn't him. The way he addressed it wasn't necessarily, and how the route they took wouldn't have been so bad if they hadn't have removed the doctors from the panel.
Yep.
Like you remove doctors from your circle of like talking about a virus that's spreading globally or even in one country, right? If it's an epidemic in one country, right? It's not a pandemic until you get community spread.
Yep.
It's not a pandemic until you can't isolate exactly where it's coming from. We can't find patient zero. Thus, it's a pandemic and it's spreading in multiple different areas at once without us necessarily knowing why.
Right.
And or knowing necessarily who we can contain to contain it specifically. But like the issue is that they removed the doctors from the panel. Therefore, we have a bunch of people who don't know anything about, the world or knowing anything about viruses. They know about the world. They don't know anything about the viruses or anything. And they're telling us not to worry about it. That's like saying, it's the same thing with like global warming. So those same people don't believe in global warming. So,
doofuses.
I mean, I get it. It's springtime and it's 90 degrees in Florida, but if it's 70 degrees in Cleveland right now, I'm tripping. So that's all I'm saying.
Oh man. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Moral of the story. And I don't want to make this the entire podcast. Hey, yes, continue to wash your hands. Continue to, use hand sanitizer. That stuff will always help. Just do whatever you can to make sure your body is healthy. So when the time comes when you are infected, you at least have the bodies to fight it. So
yes.
And if you have any underlying health issues, so high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, anything like that at all, the moment you feel sick, go to the hospital. You feel sick, go to the hospital. So hey, we love y'all. We absolutely love y'all. No matter who you are, no matter what you like, no matter what you are, we love you. We just want everybody to be safe, and we just wanted to address that as a podcast family.
Not to mention all the things that got shut down, like E3.
Yeah, that
are we going to even be able to attempt to go to DreamCon? Like, there's so many things that just got shut down, and I mean, it's understandable, but it's like,
it hurts, but your lives are more important than a conference. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am mostly a homebody nowadays anyway, so it's not affecting me too bad. But for those who would like to go out and do things, I'm sorry, but just chill.
Get your extroverted ass in the house.
Yeah, exactly. Get introverted as fuck.
I'm an extrovert. Yeah. I'm right here in the house. I'm chilling until this is all panned out.
Yeah, for real. But anyway, let's go into some more lighthearted. Let's talk some other stuff. If y'all haven't noticed, looking at the video version of this podcast, which you can check on the YouTube channel, links will be in the show notes or on our Twitter at MikeCheckWaifu. We changed the theme. It's springtime. Check us out. It's looking pretty clean. Also a new banner on the website and everything. So make sure y'all go check that out. Let us know what y'all think. I like it. I like it a lot. I think springtime and fall time has been my favorite theme so far. Probably because it's majority like red and pink.
Yeah, because you got that. Well, spring is always gonna be a little bit more pink. Yeah, maybe some green in there. Yeah. Fall is like green and like that orangish, reddish. Yeah. That's our pocket right there. That's
straight up. That is definitely our pocket. Man, I love the way it looks.
So, outside of this Corona stuff, what you been up to, bro?
Man, listen, the Division 2 is it's probably the best looter shooter out. I've been playing a lot of that with young Malik. It's so much fucking fun, man. It's just so much fun. They rehauled their gear system. The gear system is nutty. You could do all types of crazy builds. It's fun. And we were in the dark zone. We're doing some PvP. We got bodied a few times, but that's all right. That's all right. It's still just so much fun. What about you?
Well, yesterday I went to this thing with some kids in Jacksonville, which that was pretty fun. I got to help out with this private school. Literally, let's say it's 100 kids, and it was probably like, it wasn't 100 kids. Let's say it was 50 kids. But it was a lot of fun, just a lot of little private school kids. Nah, they ain't had no quirks. They had quirks, but they ain't had no kind of quirks. Yeah. But it's just a lot of energy, making sure they wasn't coughing on me, nothing. But it was a lot of energy, having a lot of fun, teaching them how to do stop motion, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and look, I'm a little salty. So this is what they had. Like, I was teaching the stop motion and stuff, but there was robotics, 3D design, music design, and what was the last one? Oh, internet safety. So like how to not get hacked online, how to keep your internet secure, how to know what is spamming and stuff like that, or what is like a scam online.
That's awesome.
I'm like, this is stuff that kids need to know, because
actual
literally
stuff. Yeah.
I had Chunk Daddy a tablet. He gonna be like, oh look, it's a tablet. I'm about to go watch Momo. And we like, what is Momo? And you see that stretched face thing on your tablet, and you're like, oh no, Paulo baby, you gotta change. But it's just stuff that like helps kids see things in the future and helping them get adept and equipped with technology. That was really cool. But other than that, I've been switching all my PC games over to console. So like I've been trying to play Apex on PC.
You mean your console games over to PC?
Yeah, all my console games over to PC. So I've been trying to play Apex on PC. I'm about to download CS:GO.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's hardcore as hell.
I just need something different, bro. This dead.
Are you actually like tired of the same?
I get very tired of the same. Like I don't know. I enjoy playing Apex, but like you have no idea how like it just felt good to try and learn like C to crouch.
Oh yeah. Oof.
It just felt good. And like I feel like I hate that everything feels so smooth on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm running in the game. My first game, I pop off with like 4 kills. I'm like,
see, now you see. I don't know if you ever didn't believe me when I was talking about how you move and it just looks so fucking weird because it's so slow. Like it's an X and Y axis and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like
the game is so smooth, and I even have it on my controller. I have like this. I got this little thumb pad, right?
Yeah,
that's supposed to make it feel like you can put your sensitivity super high, and you have a little bit more control over how ridiculous it feels and stuff like that. And I like it; it's cool, but it still don't feel fast enough. And I switched to this. I'm like, oh, wait, hold up! I flicked it. I turned all the way around. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to be knocking him up. Yeah, bro. My first game, I popped off with like 4 kills, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just in there doing things.
Dog, it's so interesting because like when I'm just like you, but literally, like, what is it, like 8-9 years ago? I was all console, and then I switched to computer. I'm like, man, this is the hardest shit I ever had to learn. But once you learn it, man, it's the best feeling in the fucking world because then you whip, like you said, you whipping, you doing fucking 360s out of nowhere instead of having to, you don't have to worry about taking your finger off the move sticks because you got to hit square or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to worry about any of that on keyboard, and like it's a great feeling, man.
Yeah, I got to get the mapping back down because like I used to play Overwatch.
Yeah.
And back when I played Overwatch, like I was used to shooters on computer, and at that point I could play any shooter on the computer. I was fine. Like I played Halo on the computer when I was playing Overwatch, and I was like, oh, this is fire.
Yeah.
But I got the PlayStation because, Monique was like, hey, let's get a PlayStation, let's play some games. I was like, all right, bet, let's do that. And I'm like, this is cool, but this ain't the same. This feels so much better on PC.
And man, I hate to say it, I love my consoles. I absolutely love them to death. But every time I play it, I'm just like, man, this is just so fucking hard to do. Like when I played with you and Quentin, when Apex first came out, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why am I moving like this? I'm like, God damn, I had to turn my sensitivity like all the way up. And even then it was hard as fuck.
At this point, it's going to be like a Resident Evil and Final Fantasy machine.
Yep. Oh my God, when Final Fantasy 7 remake comes out, I'm gonna lose it. So I watched a video of the demo instead of playing it myself.
Because you don't want to ruin that experience, kind of like you want to watch it, but you like when you play it for that first time, it's gonna be like you never watched it. It's gonna be like, oh my God, I get to check all these things that the person didn't check that I wanted to check.
Yep. Just watching it, and I'm like, because once they teach you the combat, it looks like it's gonna be so fucking smooth.
But you have 2 different types of combat you can do. You can do turn by turn, or you can do like live combat, right?
Right. Yeah, but they said don't do the turn by turn. Doing the turn by turn is just not fun. The new way of combat is the way you're supposed to play it. And from the looks of it, the way it looks is fucking perfect, man. You're of course you're hitting up to build up your AP bar, and when you get your AP bar all the way up, you can then execute moves. And when you execute moves, you do it from a menu. And when you do it from the menu, time slows down. So you can count. You can what was his Buster
Blade or Buster Slash.
Buster Slash. When you do Buster Slash, you can do Buster Slash, and you can switch over to, oh my God, why am I blanking? Yeah, you can switch over to Barrett, and then he could do his little. He could do Thunder. It's just so beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna be so salty if I can't play as Red 13 and if I can't play as Vincent. Those are the only 2 characters I actually really, really like. And I know they said something about Red 13 not being playable, but I don't think anyone from Square Enix actually said it. All I want is Red 13 and Vincent. Now, that's all that matters to me. But it probably won't be in this disc or this episode.
I'm cool with that. But Red 13, I think, was at the end of the first disc.
Yep.
Or he was in the middle of the second disc.
But the end of the first disc was you were out of Midgard, though. When you?
I think you're leaving Midgard.
Okay. It's so hard to fucking remember, dude. That was like 25 years ago.
I know for sure. I think Vincent doesn't pop into the second disc.
Okay.
So I can deal with that, but it's gonna be so much gameplay in this one disc.
Yeah.
That is gonna be like, okay, game of the year. Who? Because you got game of the year for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Every year this drop, you getting game of the year.
Just give me a little bit of Tifa doing it. Oh my god, I love it. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to that one probably the most. But Animal Crossing's coming in a few days next week.
We all in there.
Yeah, I gotta charge my Switch.
Mine already charged.
Yeah, so we had the Animal Crossing Switches come in today. They were gone, like literally the first 2 hours.
Same here. As soon as the store opened.
Yeah, they were fucking just nope. And we were
like
we had the most in our district.
You know, like what's funny is that like as a Best Buy employee, we can't pre-order in the store.
Yep.
So like the one dude who was able to actually pre-order it and get it, he was the last person to get one out of the store. And apparently this is like the hottest selling Switch since the Switch release. Yep. And I'm like, how does Nintendo keep pushing the same product with different skin and making it look better? Yo, they are the Apple of the gaming community, bro.
That's a fact, bro.
They are killing it.
That is a fact. I mean, to me, it don't look that great, but I mean, you know,
I low key wanted it just because it was Animal Crossing. This is gonna be my first Animal Crossing.
I can't wait.
So I'm hyped for that. I almost
you either gonna hate it or you're gonna be addicted. One of the two.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. But I almost picked up 3 Heroes.
I love Fire Emblem is so good. It's just so much fucking game, dude. It was too much game. I'm like, because the way I play my Switch is in the bed, you know, few minutes here, a few minutes there. But a few minutes here, a few minutes there with Fire Emblem, bro, listen.
It's not enough.
No, you need literally 3 hours
here, a few hours there.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't do that whole laying in the bed thing. I was able to do it with Breath of the Wild, but I can't do that with Fire Emblem, man. I cannot. And I didn't even finish Zelda because you know what got on my nerves about this Breath of the Wild?
What?
The weapon degradation. I hate that shit, dude. Oh. Don't put that in my Zelda, man. Don't do that.
I mean, so here's the thing. Is I guess they're trying to make it real, but not like, I think it inspires you to have to use other weapons, you know? I think that's what we're going for. It's like, hey, your weapon degrades, you got to use other weapons. It's to emphasize more in the game.
I understand.
And, you know, Nintendo, did you see that press conference when they were saying like they haven't really been enjoying playing other people's games? Like they haven't enjoyed playing PlayStation, they haven't enjoyed playing Xbox.
No, holy shit.
So they actually said like, you know, they haven't really enjoyed playing other first party games in a while. So they're trying to, like, what they do, what Nintendo said is that they exclusively specifically go out for I saw that pull up. They go out and they like play other people's games, and they use that information they gather to make games that are different. And that's why Nintendo's first party games sell so well and it works for them, but it's also like, you know, it's also scoping out the competition.
Right.
And I think that like realistically, PlayStation can learn from Nintendo. It's so hard to do what Nintendo does as well.
Right. So here's my deal. PlayStation is too stuck up in their own ass. I love PlayStation. I have it. It's a great console. PlayStation is stuck on their own ass. So like they feel like we're just gonna drop, you know, single player story games, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I love those. But we're gonna drop those every fucking 5 years. Okay. Then you got Xbox that says, fuck, we don't have any studios to create games because we got pretty much the shitty end of the stick with what's his name, Don Matrick, fucking us over with the Xbox One release and the TV bullshit. So the console is basically thrown to the back burner, but now they got backwards compatibility with almost every fucking game. The Xbox One X is the most beautiful fucking console you'll ever see in your life.
Playable on PC.
Everything playable on the PC if you got the Game Pass, which is fucking incredible because I'm about to re-download Final Fantasy 15 just to put me in the mood for Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and I got it for free on my PC. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think next generation they're gonna be on par with each other for the first time ever. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is that my personal opinion is that Nintendo's always behind but like not really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Like, the console's not as strong. Like, it's never been as strong. But like, it hasn't been as strong since like the 90s. But
you always had the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube, or you got the Xbox 360 and the Wii. Like, you always got both.
You always gotta have a Nintendo, but it's like the Nintendo always has the better fucking games.
Yeah,
it's just not as strong. Like,
right.
If you want the graphics, if you want that kind of stuff, you go for the PlayStation and the Xbox. But if you want like a game that's wholesome and fun, and you're just gonna sit there and fucking play 999 hours and 99 seconds, or 999 hours and 99 minutes, and it's going to stop right there at that time because you can't record any more time. Literally, that's going to be a Nintendo game.
Right. You always have a Nintendo console, no matter who you are. And what system you got, Xbox or PlayStation, you always have a Nintendo console. Like, it's no matter what, which is crazy.
Oh, man. You know, we still sell the DS.
Whoa.
Yeah, we got 3DSs and 2DSs, and people still come buy them.
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you know Nintendo be on to something. That's why that PS Vita won't sell no more.
All right, God rest my Vita. So I miss it. I think I sold my Vita for like $80. All I did was play Persona 4 Golden on it, and then after I beat it, I'm like, all right, next.
Yeah, you let me borrow that for a little bit.
Yeah, Persona fucking is so good. I cannot wait to Persona 5 Royale, man. What am I gonna do, bro?
You gonna play games like you should.
It's too many games, man.
I don't want to hear that bullshit.
It is, bro. It is. You got Final Fantasy 7 Remake. You got Animal Crossing. You got Persona 5 Royale. How am I going to play all those games? I'm not playing Doom Eternal. That can go to sleep. I might have to back burner something. Probably Persona 5, which I never thought I would ever say in my entire life. Because I still have the original Persona 5 sitting right here. Damn. I got too much.
What's different about the Battle Royale or the Royale one?
Oh my God, it's so different. It's always so different. Like, they change up, like Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden, they always change up almost literally everything. Okay, yes, you're going through the same few dungeons, but they're always an extra dungeon embedded inside of the game, an extra character, a whole nother crazy ass storyline that you would never even knew would be in like the original game. They got game modes, they got new personas. They literally like changed up the way the night system works, because in Persona 5, which kind of got on my nerves, which is like my only critique of it, was that at nighttime, for majority of the game, you couldn't do shit. Like, you were forced to go to bed to wake up to start the next day. This one, you could do way more shit at night because they have way more areas to explore. So, like, you could do more at night earlier on in the game, opposed to waiting until like 50 hours in the game before you could do more at night. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, you're the one who got me into Persona. Like, I had you and Etika.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, man, love that dude. But Etika got mad hype for Persona one time. And I was like, oh, I gotta check it out. And then literally, I think right around the same time, I didn't know if you watched Etika at that time, but you was playing Persona, and I was like, let me check this out. And I started watching more videos about it. I hadn't played it yet until that time you let me borrow it, and I was like, oh no, this game is dope. Yeah,
it's a slice of life fucking anime game.
Yeah, and then I watched the anime, and I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. It's so dark though.
But that's the beauty of it, is that it starts off like you don't think it's dark.
Yeah.
And then it's like kill switch.
Almost quite dark. Literally.
Right.
People was getting bodied.
Left and left.
Mm-hmm. I think Persona 4 was a little darker than 5, but 5 was still pretty bad. Like 5 dealt with more like social issues, like teachers, slight spoilers, teachers becoming like abusive and going after like trying to have kid relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like using his authority basically to get closer to the high school students. And it was just it was awful, man. It's awful. Persona 5 is pretty rough. Like they touch on suicide and rape, and It's real bad. It's real like fucking gangs and.
Hey, I'm with the gang shit.
Whole lot of gang shit.
I'm just talking. Oh man. So,
what we gonna do for white food, bro?
What we gonna talk about?
Yeah, man.
Look, bro. So, I posted in the Facebook group. I know you saw it.
The throwdown.
Yeah, the most evil anime moment. And I mean, there's some votes on there. Like a lot of people seem to like gravitate towards the same three, which is okay. But it's like, you know, what's the most evil anime moment to you kind of deal, I think would be dope.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that topic itself can just be like, it can evolve into other things. But then I have I think a couple other things I saved. Let me see here. That's that. Oh, and also, you know, I started watching new anime, so I'll talk about that on the show too.
Yeah. That's probably what's going to be big on this one. I didn't watch anything new yet. To be honest, I haven't watched anything at all yet.
I guess it ain't new, but it's new to me. And I think you might have said something about it, and then you said like the second season wasn't as good. Second or third season wasn't as good. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna watch it. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you a hint. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's not.
Grimgar?
You already know I love Grimgar, so no, it's not Grimgar.
Oh, it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's not. I already know what it is now. Yep.
You know what it is?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I was like, hold up.
Yep.
And I'm actually watching it in dub at the moment because I didn't think I was gonna pay any attention to it. So I just been having it. I had it on the background, and then I saw like that first like big fight, and I was like,
bro,
I might have to switch this to dub and actually pay attention.
It's not bad, man. It's not a bad show. It's just, again, and then the third season did end up getting better. We'll talk about that on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna finish the first two seasons. I ain't gonna start the third season yet.
Yeah. The first two seasons are fucking dope. I like them a lot. Especially that, never mind. We're gonna fucking stop. Anyway, we got anything we want to review, man? I love doing our reviews so much. Because it forced me to sit down and just watch a show. I really want to do another one soon, though.
I mean, like Philip J. Woodward said, we could always do Hajime no Ippo.
I'm not watching another sports anime. The only one I need in my life right now is Haikyuu.
You don't even know how good it is, bro.
I believe you, bro, but I just can't.
I get you.
Everything's gonna be compared to Haikyuu, and then
I'm telling you, Hajime no Ippo is good though, and I'm not gonna say it's better than Haikyuu, but it's good as fuck.
And it's like older anime.
It is really good, and it don't even look that old once you get into like the really good scenes, and then once you get to like season 2, it looks a lot newer.
Oh, Beastars is on Netflix, so.
Beastars?
Yeah.
Okay. I might check that out.
Me too, because I'd never seen it, so which may cause some people to get angry.
Did you finish Assassin's Pride?
Oh no, but you know what? I might throw that on. Dude, the fucking dub is awful. Bro, I saw fucking High Dive tweet out a clip from it. I'm like, yeah, let me look at Assassin's Pride, but the fucking, oh my god, it's so bad. I don't understand why they keep putting these characters that
Is it that bad?
It's awful, man. And you know, if I say it's awful, it's bad. Like, it's so bad. The dude do not fit the main character at all. You know how the subs, he's super chill and calm and smooth. Yeah. the dub, man, is a fucking completely different guy. It's like what's a good comparison? Oh fuck. It's like what they did with no, because that's not a good comparison. Fuck. I'm gonna think of a comparison and give you one on the show proper. But I do want to finish Assassin's Pride though, and I'm gonna just finish where I was on the dub. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Because that was when I stopped watching. Yeah.
I mean, we both started watching that because it was like the same episode. We was both like, "This is trash."
Yeah. It completely changed. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh, can we do like a purposely like bad rating? Can we do like Demon Lord retry?
That means we'll have to watch it.
Yeah, but we're in like 12 episodes or something.
Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Hell yeah.
And be like, this is the Demon Lord retry slander episode. This is straight garbage.
Okay. So this is what we could do too. We could do an episode where we
don't recommend anime. We don't recommend.
Yes.
And we could put we can have like these episodes we rated as our Hall of Fame episodes, and this is our Hall of Shame anime.
Yep. You read my mind. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
There we go.
Should we do a negative rating? Oh shit!
All right, you take 12 points because this animation is straight booty.
You know how we got the 20-point scale going up. Let's do the 20-point scale going down. But if you're closer to 0, that means you're a little bit better. Oh shit!
Right.
Let's do it. Let's add it. Y'all witnessing some magic being made here on the AfterStory podcast. That's actually going to be available for everyone. Hey, so I think we should wrap this episode up.
Let's do it.
Hey, y'all, listen. This is another AfterStory podcast episode in the books. This is episode 23. Go check out our Patreon to get other episodes of the AfterStory and future episodes of the AfterStory, because we probably won't do another free one for a while. But we just did 2 free weeks of the AfterStory. That's usually exclusive to our Patreon. So go to patreon.com/MikeCheckWaifu and check that out. Go visit MikeCheckWaifu.com and teespring.com/stores/MikeCheckWaifu to check out some cool merch like I have on right now. I'm like Mike Check Waifu out right now, as you can tell. So, hey, go check that stuff out. We appreciate everybody that listens to the podcast, that go back to our previous episodes and listen to those. We love you so much for that as well, because we still see you guys listening to those older episodes, and we appreciate that so very much. Even though our show is more so current anime, we do throw some old classic stuff in there too. So thank y'all so much for going back and listening to those old episodes. We appreciate you. And remember, stay safe, don't panic, and we do love you. Peace.
Peace.